Alright, and here we have the level that pisses me off like no other, okay, well that's not true, other than Rainbow Man stage. So this is the Wily 4, as you'd expect, there's the, the boss refight rooms, but there's a twist in it, and we'll get to that when we get to that. First, let's make it there, because no level would be complete without being extra long anyway. Alright, now which way do I want to go here? I kind of want to go down the left one, I think? So let's get some Rush Jet in here. And... is this where I want to fall? Yes, it is. Okay. Now, if you'll notice, if you picked either of those left paths there, you're dead. I mean, you can't... I don't want to say it's impossible, because then somebody will post a video of somebody doing it, but yeah, no, it's impossible to make it through that pixel-perfect space there and not die. So, this is another situation where, you know, 50-50 chance, you picked wrong, you're dead. And that is awful level design, no matter how you say it. Let's get back to my old friend Yoku attack, so I can get that extra life there. And now I'm back up to 9, which will make for a lot of mistakes as we go forward. I don't think I need any of those. Nope, I'm all full up. So let's drop down into the capsule room. First thing to note, there are 9 capsules. Now, I've never gone through the game without getting Yoku Man, but as far as I understand, he's supposed to be a hidden optional boss. So, the idea behind an optional boss is that he's optional, right? You don't have to do him, and yet there's 9 capsules here. So I'm not sure if there are still 9 if you don't go and beat Yoku Man earlier. If anybody could confirm that for me, that'd be really appreciated. But I really hope that's not the case, because it'd be really silly if the optional boss turned out to not be optional, and then players who made it this far will now have to fight a new boss that they don't know the pattern of. And considering how long it takes to get to him, it's going to be really upsetting when you get game over on him just from learning his pattern. Because here's the big twist. It's not just a boss refight. There are mini stages in every friggin' boss room. Oh my god, this is such a bad idea. I mean, if something ain't broke, don't fix it. And this is a perfect example. There was nothing wrong with the boss refight rooms, and I guess the only other level, or the only other game that does it like this is, what the hell was it? Mega Man and Bass, or Rockman and Forte, depending on how you want to say it. But yeah, it's just not a good idea. I mean, come on. These levels are already long enough, and now you want us to have to, like, fight mini-levels for every single boss? That's just too much. And imagine, you know, you've spent, like, an hour, and yeah, I'm not kidding, it takes like an hour to get this level down. So you spend an hour fighting 7 out of the 9 bosses, and then you get game over on the 8th one, and, well, you have to go through the entire thing again and spend another hour. It's already way too long. Now, since I did all these fights previously with the Mega Buster, I'm going to try using the weakness weapon for these fights. So in this case, it's the Tank Arsenal, only I'm not sure who does... Like, you have to be really specific with the timing when you shoot this, because otherwise you'll get the shots blocked by these things, as you can see. So that's kind of lame. And you'll also notice that in this fight there's no anti-gravity or low gravity, which is strange. I think this is the only time that there's been a boss refight where the gravity dynamics are different in the refight than they are in the first fight. Like, when you fight Starman again in Mega Man 5, you're not doing on equal ground there, you're doing in his area. Another problem I have with this... oh god. Another problem I have with this is visual design. It's all very lackluster. You really can't tell what each area is supposed to represent until you get to the boss. Like the last one, I didn't realize that was Comet Woman's stage at first. I guess I finally remembered what enemies those were from, but I think it would have been better to kind of do all these stages as redesigns of the original stages that the bosses were from, but also give them that ruined, destroyed look. I think that'd be far more interesting, visually, because as it is, this level feels a little one-note. Now, of course, we are in the worst level of the game, so thankfully I remember that I can just get through this next screen with Glue Shot, and if you don't remember it, then you're pretty screwed. So let's just run forward here. Oh, and of course I'm going to use Glue Shot against the boss as well. Oop. And he's going to run across. Ow, and I'm going to time it very poorly. Oh, and apparently I can break him out of that. I didn't actually know that. And one down. See, not too bad with glue shot. Let's just keep making it through. This is a super long level and it'll take forever to get through. So I'm going to try and be as speedy as possible. So this is a fairly well-designed Nailman stage. You just kind of have to know that every next one is a safe area. Because they alternate, is what I mean. So let's just run through here. I can jump over there. Ow. I can suck at jumping over there. Let's get my old friend Yoku attack back, so I can... Really? Okay. And now let's jump across this one. I'm gonna wait for this. And then boom, boom. And now we're up against Nailman. Who is weak against the Nitro Blast, or Tri-Nitro Blast. It actually goes through his shield, completely penetrates it, so this will be a very quick fight. Ow. I'm just gonna wait for him to jump so that I don't miss. Ow! That was a bad idea! Put another one down. Thankfully I'm going through this quickly, but learning all these areas, kind of like your first time through, is gonna take a really long time. So when I say that, you know, it takes an hour, I'm not joking. I'm pretty sure it took me an hour the first time I played through this area. Or this stage, I mean. And as if it's not long enough, after you beat the 9 bosses and the 9 mini-stages, there's more level before you get to the final bosses. I mean, seriously? Like, way too much. Way too much. Not a fan of that. Frankly, I don't think that this should all be one level. If you're having us fight, you know, 9 bosses and do a mini-stage, then there should be a checkpoint. Not even a checkpoint, I mean like a whole other level before you get to the final bosses. Separated completely like they did in Mega Man 3. And in Mega Man 3 they did it in a kind of a dumb way, but still, I think it works for this game. So if you're borrowing anything from other games, that's what it should be. We're going to use Comet Dash against this boss, which is a nice functional design, because since he charges at you physically, it makes sense that you charge back. But in a strange twist, you don't actually have enough energy to kill him with Comet Woman's weapon. I'm not sure if that's intentional or not, but I think this might be the first, or, like, might be the only case where the boss's weakness actually can't kill the boss. Other than Flashman, like the Time Stopper in fighting Quickman, because you can only get him to half health with that. So I have to fight him a little bit with just the Buster, which I don't really appreciate. This fight's already long enough, and if I have the weakness, I should be able to just kind of speed through it if I so choose. But alright, let's move on to the middle one, which is Yo-Yo Man stage, from the looks of it. Yeah, from the looks of it. Hopefully there won't be any crappy placement of these guys. Now, as I mentioned before, I've only played through the game entirely once, so all of this is kind of not really not in my memory right now, so I'm kind of figuring it out as I go along. And I didn't practice any of these levels beforehand, so hopefully I don't make any large mistakes. I somehow knew that guy was going to be there. Okay, so Yo-Yo Man is weak to the jet missile, and this makes this fight super, super easy, as you're about to see. Ooh. Oh. Oh well, I'll just dodge him until he's ready to come back down and get a nice little whopping. Yeah, I can even destroy his little yo-yo projectiles, which makes this move super easy. And as someone pointed out to me, I can slide underneath that attack. I know now, thank you very much. Well, this one's pretty obvious. Tri-Nitro Man stage. I actually could use those energy pellets, but forget it, I've got enough W tanks that I'll be fine. Get rid of that guy, and now this is a nice, quick area. Just gotta make sure I rush through it. Not rush through it, as in like using rush. It's a joke. And now I just need to shoot that one over there, let it all blow up, get out of my way, and then make my way across. And here we are, the boss. Now, Nitro Man, thankfully, is made a lot easier with his weakness, which is the Rainbow Beam, in that the Rainbow Beam cannot set off his one-hit kill move on his head. So I can attack him all I want. Oh, whoops, I screwed that up, though. don't come towards me. Okay, good. Somewhere where I can still dodge him. Yeah, so as you can see, this one's very devastating against him. And it just makes the fight a lot easier because you have so much of a control over the space that he can move around in. Which feels good. It feels good when you have control against the boss. And oh, speaking of which, here we are on Glue Man. Oh boy, I've been waiting to refight this guy. So first let's get rid of these guys so I don't have to worry about them later. Like I mentioned before, they can absorb some of your boss weapons. Not all of them, but some of them. Right, I remember this. This actually isn't too bad. This isn't as difficult as the encounters with these guys in Glue Man stage, even. And if I remember correctly, I'm going to want this again. Yep. Beautiful. So here we are on Glue Man. Now, since I beat this guy last time with the Yo-Yo Cutter, I'm going to try and do it with the regular Buster now. I know the strategy to fight him now, and you can practically feel me rolling my eyes as I say that. But basically, you just have to keep up this pattern and this rhythm, make sure that he's always shooting above you, and then just kind of dodging him as it is. Now... Oh, and then he'll occasionally use that. Oh, it's a little tricky, but you can just kind of fall back into your regular routine. As you can tell, I'm not a big fan of this. You've heard what I've had to say about death, and this is just a fight that feels like you're just doing the same thing over and over again, and that there's only one solution to it. I mean, there's a difference between there being a trick to a boss that makes him easier, and there being only one way to fight this guy. And without knowing the strategy, the fight's practically impossible without just spamming E-tanks. Because of just how unbalanced it is, how disadvantaged you are compared to him in terms of speed. And if there's anything else you can guess I really don't like about this fight, I mean, look how long it's been going on. This just takes forever, and it's so boring. And I mean, you're always doing something, and yet it's completely disengaging, because all you're doing is just falling into the same rhythm. And when I mentioned that I like it when you can kind of bend bosses to your will, this is, I feel, is an example of when it doesn't work. Because there's only one way to fight that guy, and you're not really making him react to you. I mean, yes, you're making him aim at you, and you can make him look a little silly when he misses, and making the fight a lot easier. But at the same time, you're playing entirely into his rhythm. So he has complete control in the fight. Because if you don't play it by his rules, then you're screwed. And if you make one mistake, it's going to lead to another mistake, and you're going to lose your health really quickly. So it's one of those puzzle bosses that seems to have one solution, and I don't like that. I don't like it when there's ever one solution to a Mega Man encounter, because that's not Mega Man to me. Mega Man is about there being more than one solution. So, not a big fan of that. A lot of short hop in here. Hopefully I don't screw up. Whew. Alright, we're doing okay. This is a really tight platform, and I totally screwed that up. I was hoping for a health drop. Jump! Yeah! Who's this again? Tank Man, right. What is this guy weak to? Oh, right, he's weak against Nail Shield, and boy is he weak to it. This is gonna be hilarious. Yeah, see, so Nail Shield doesn't even block those attacks, but you're supposed to be expected to expect that it can block the attacks from the giant crab boss. I don't buy that. That doesn't make any sense to me. Alright, so Yoku Man's the one in that corner, which doesn't seem like the place that you'd put an optional boss, so I don't know how I feel about that. Oops, I missed. I don't know what this level looks like, and this is running really choppy. I'm gonna try and fix this after this, this area. Okay, I got this. So jump. Ah, okay, I didn't get that. Jump, disappear, jump, jump. Made it, okay. This section is not too tough to get down. Boom. Alright, easy cakes. 1, 2, wait, jump. 1, 2, wait, jump. Jump. And here we are. Oh, I'm all out of Nitro Blast, though, because I used it against, what's his face? Oh well, I think I can actually get away with using a W-tank here. So let's do so just to make it easy on me. Oh, great. I hate this boss. Okay, I don't hate him, I just don't like him. Oh, and that spawned very, very close to me. Oh, that's not the... Wait, what? Did Yoku attack just do that much damage on him? Oh, I didn't know that. I think I actually picked Yoku attack by accident there. Oh, well, that's a neat trick. Didn't know that. Gee, I wonder how much damage the other bosses' attacks do against themselves. Oh well, I don't need that and just use the W tank. I guess I can refill that. But here, I'm gonna try and fix my my video settings for a bit, so I'll be right back. Alright, we're back and ready to go. Seems to be only slightly smoother. I think it might just be the game kind of running a little cruddy here, but it's nothing too bad. Let's jump past this section. Oh, well, thanks for that. I don't need it, but I'll take it. Go away, and then using the. Wow, they're really giving me a lot of lives. Are you gonna give me life too, mister? I kind of would have been. It would have been hilarious if he did give me life. All right, do I need any of those? I don't. Alright, first off, yeah, so I really don't think it was a good idea to have a more level before the boss. Yeah, it wasn't much, but still, it's annoying when you spend all that time getting past those 9 bosses, and then you go through the door, and the next thing you see is more level. It's just an irritating feeling, it's frustrating, and that's never the feeling you want your players to have. So let's leave those in case I die. But here we go, the final bosses. First off, base. We all see that base. Now the base fight isn't actually all that tough, and I could probably do this with the Mega Buster, but just to make things a little quicker, I'm gonna use his weakness, which I believe is the Comet Dash. That's what I used against him. He does a lot of dashing towards you, so again, it feels like a counter dash, kind of like with Jetman. Pretty neat music, though. Oh, I missed. Oh, now. Aha, gotcha. Oh, but I did not see that coming. Alright, let's dodge this. Wait, what? He screwed that up! I've never seen him do it like that. He usually jumps up and then shoots, but he didn't do it that time. Yeah, like this. I've never seen him just hop. I wonder if that was a mistake. I don't think that's actually programmed into his boss pattern. Strange. Jump across. Once again, it's a pretty simple pattern to get down with just the Mega Buster as well. Oops. Okay. Oh, I guess he does jump maybe if you're too close to him, and only if you're too close to him. But alright, he's down. And of course, he was just under the spell as well. And if you hadn't guessed already, this is all about setting up the Zero virus for Mega Man X. In terms of setting up the continuity between the two universes, the Classic and the X series, I really don't... I guess I understand why fans are so into it, but it's not something that ever interested me. I'm fine with them existing completely separately of their own and never connecting the dots, because we don't really need the dots connected. I mean, we already know that Wily built Zero and that Light built X. What really else is there to fill in the blanks of? I guess everybody wants to know if Zero killed the entire cast of Classic, because of that rumor that popped up however many years back, but I don't know. I don't care. I really don't care. That's just a personal thing for me, so it's nothing against the story of this. I'm just saying for myself. Now, gee, you think maybe this boss is a little too big? Like, Christ, I have nowhere to maneuver here. And I actually don't know how to, oh, shoot. You know what, just to be safe, I'm gonna use an E-Tank, because I don't want to have to do this again. I actually don't know how to, why do I keep selecting, that move? I don't mean to. I actually don't know how to hit him with, regular weaponry, only with the yo-yo cutter. So yeah, Jesus, like really, could they have made this guy any bigger? Like, this is ridiculous. There's barely any fighting space. So much so that I don't even know how to dodge this attack all that well, because I can't slide underneath, so like, what the hell is going on? Oh, great. That's welcome. Oh, don't... I already gotta use another E-Tank. As I mentioned, I did not play this game more than once, so... Oh, no. I'm okay. Come on. Damn it. I meant to slide there, not jump. Alright, one form down. And yeah, after that super long level, with so many tough areas, we have a boss fight with 3 forms, so that's too much. This should really be its own level, like in Mega Man 3. Now, again, this boss, I'm not really sure how to hit it with anything but the yo-yo cutter, because you have to... Oh, no. You have to hit its weak point as it's jumping. So, like I said, I just really don't know how to attack it. Uh-oh. Wait. I actually learned this from watching another video. I didn't know that you could stop this move. But I still don't know how to stop it from walking. Aside from... but I already used... whatever. I can do without it. So yeah, I really don't know how to stop it from walking, but I know that you can dash through it with invincibility, so that's how I get by that. Yeah, how do you attack? I'm not sure if you can attack this guy with anything other than yo-yo cutter, and I hope that's not the case, because last thing... Oh, and you should be able to slide through its legs just by its design, I feel. Oh no. This is gonna be bad. No! Oh my goodness, that was close. Yes! Yeah, so if anybody knows how to kill this guy with just the buster, let me know, because I guess maybe there's like a single frame of animation where you can attack it from the ground, but since there's no charge shot, that means that this fight would take like forever if you're doing it without special weapons, in which case I don't even want to attempt it. And yeah, 2 boss forms that are weak to the yo-yo cutter in a row, that seems like poor planning to me.